I thought it might be fun to revisit some old Met Gala themes and review some of the standout looks while I do my makeup. Sometimes, depending on the theme, I might just do my makeup according to the theme to give insight on what I would have done had I been there. Because the camp theme was the first one I was excited to see every Met Gala look for, and it's now encroaching on its 5-year anniversary, that'd be the perfect first one to revisit for this maybe video series. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that I know to make more. Alright, time to look camp in the eye while I do a campy makeup look and look at some campy fashion looks. Alright, first up, Kim Kardashian. I wanted to just dissect the look a little bit more, starting with the hair, wet. And I love the consistency throughout. I love that it actually has raindrops falling down from it, like these crystallized raindrops. I think her ring has a little raindrop, her nails, goes all the way down her skin. Her skin looks so dewy. You know, the dress is kind of basic, but yet the fabric material still looks wet. Like the entire thing all the way down, even the shoes. Next up, the one and only Lady Gaga. I have to say, I live. I do. I kind of wish that there was more to it, which is ridiculous. The makeup is so there, and obviously she starts out big, she goes a lot smaller. So the whole like look is a performance within itself, but do I kind of wish that the looks themselves were a bit more campy? Yeah, this look, very pretty, but it's kind of a simple black dress. I like that she brought out props, I do have to say. The umbrella is so cute, and she's got bows in her hair. As for the dress itself, I wish it kind of resembled the umbrella a little bit more. Then we have the third look. Now, I actually think I really like this look because of the fact I do remember that she like kept going back to the little carriage behind her and grabbing props. It gives very Barbie energy with her, with the sunglasses and the phone, the hot pink dress. She then ends up in this lingerie bra, panty, fishnet set. I do like that it's bedazzled. Next up, we have Tracee Ellis Ross. I'm kind of a fan. While this is a simple dress, I love the picture frame idea. And I feel like it's a lot of fun to be able to wear this dress and pose in it, because you can just act like you are a painting. You know what would have been really cool is if her body, like in the picture frame, was painted like a painting. Because the thing is that a lot of people do Met Gala and only think fashion, but I feel like makeup can really participate to the campness as well. Next we got Mindy Kaling, and this was the first one where I was like, oh my god. We're starting with the anti-campness. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It feels red carpet, and that's not what you really want with a Met Gala look. It's gold. It doesn't really flatter her. It's got this big bow. I don't know if that's supposed to be the camp. And then the blonde hair. I'm not a fan of any of it. We got Celine Dion. This is fantastic. This is camp. I cannot tell where the dress ends and the fringe starts. Like, it's great. I think she's wearing a bodysuit. The earrings fit. The jewelry fits. The shoes got a little fringe on them as well. The headpiece. A lot of these looks that just basically only utilize a headpiece as their camp, I was gonna include, but then I was like, the only camp thing about them is their headpiece. I'm talking about Emily Ratajkowski. I'm talking about Gemma Chan. I was gonna include them because I was like, oh, it's cute, it's campy, but realistically, you're just wearing a headpiece and then a basic outfit. Okay, now for this next look, we got Karlie Kloss. If you don't know the meme, Karlie Kloss posted on her Twitter account, which I'll show on the screen right now, picture of her looking in her powder compact, making eye contact with the camera, saying that she's looking camp right in the eye. Tell me what about this look is camp. A strapless gold dress is what it is. Once again, I don't even know if this is good enough for red carpet. I think the dress within itself is just ugly. Let's go back to a camp look that actually feels camp. First of all, I love the color choices. I love the purple lining of the dress. I think it really stands out, this lavendery color with the mint. There's so many more details actually looking in on this that I'm a really big fan of. I just wish that she did something with her hair so it wasn't kind of in the way. The next look, I decided to combine two people. The looks are kind of complementary to each other, and I think that's what I like about the looks. I don't feel like their looks stand out enough to me on their own, but I really just like the color combination and of course the feathers. Next Met Gala look, Liza Koshy. I'm not gonna expect a whole lot when it comes to influencers at the Met Gala. Even so, I have to say, while I appreciate the attempt at camp, I literally cannot look at this look without thinking that she's like in a boat. Next we have the one and only Anna Wintour. So tell me why you decided the theme was camp and yet you wear this. It's just floral. It's just a regular print embroidered gown. It's cute. It's a nice gown. It feels more red carpet than Met Gala. The next look is Yara Shahidi. It's like she just took whatever was laying around her house and threw it together. Now, I don't know if that's the idea behind this look. You start with the hair. It kind of gives bedhead energy. This navy blue choker necklace thing that she's got going on to me just doesn't make much sense with the rest of the look. I like this like bodysuit that she's got going on, and I feel like there's way too much attention drawn away from it. And then we move down to, I think, what is the most atrocious part of the outfit, these leggings. I hate them with every fiber of my being. There's no like pattern to it. They're just kind of sewn wherever into the leggings. There's a lot of bare space. And then the shoes, I hate that you can see the little peekaboo of the legging where it stops. I wish it would have gone all the way down to her feet. To be quite honest, just this whole entire look, it's just not cohesive. Next up, Casey Musgraves. I really like the Barbie idea. The pink on pink on pink, I love that it's all like Barbie shade. I need to talk about the hairdryer purse. I'm kind of obsessed. I live for this. This is camp. The shoe, I could live without. All right, next up is Caroline Trentini. I like it and I think it's a cool idea, but I feel like there are things that I would make changes to. I think if you're gonna do skeleton and you're gonna make a camp, you need to go all out and need it to be way tighter on her, like skin tight. Now next up we have Kris Jenner. The wig, it's giving, can I see the manager? And she is the manager. I'm like just not happy at all with this look. Next up is Ava DuVernay. Her hair's pretty, her makeup matches, which I like. This dress makes me kind of want to cry a little bit because it is a plain green dress. The belt, I don't understand it. I don't like it. Then you get to the flower, and the flower is really what stood out to me, and not in a good way. It's so big and it takes up so much of the bottom half, and there's nothing that looks cohesive with the rest of the outfit. All right, next reaction is a person called Wembley Sewell. It's not the worst thing. I kind of like the idea of going for a suit but also making it pink, but I feel like if you're gonna do a suit, it needs to be well tailored. It could also potentially be that they wanted it to be baggier, but the thing is it doesn't look intentionally baggy. It looks like a normal suit that just doesn't fit. I either wish it was more tailored and more fitted, or you go baggier with it. Now, this next look, when I first saw this outfit, I really thought, damn, this is over the top. I was like, we're gonna do a God bless the USA kind of moment. Really? And then I saw who it was. And because it's kind of on brand, I was kind of like, you know what, I dig it. Okay, next up is Cardi B. I just really love the details from head to toe. I love that she wore this head cover. You've got the shoulder pads, you've got the bustier, the feathers. It's so over the top, but it works so well. So next up we have MJ Rodriguez. This is not my favorite look. Number one, don't really know if I find this to be camp enough. The bowl cut, like, when has it ever looked good? I don't like the hemline of this. I think it looks like a loofah. Next up we have Taylor Hill. I chose Taylor Hill to represent a bunch of people, which is basically just, hey, here's a plain ass dress and I'm gonna make it camp, question mark, by deciding to just pair it with like a fucking fur, feather, shawl, overcoat, whatever you want to call it all. And I think this one made me the most irritated because of the fact that like the dress underneath is so simple. All right, next we have Laura Love. I feel like it's kind of campy. She might have thought it was an ugly dress and said that's camp. If that's what it is, I commend her for it. If ugliness was her intention, I wish she would have gone uglier. prettiness was her intention, I wish she would have worn something different. Okay, next up we have Abby Lee Kershaw. I love this so much. I love the slicked back hair to make it look like she just came out of the water. Do I like the shoes? No. I think that the shoes should have been clear, or just like, I think that dress needed to go all the way to the floor. And I think that we shouldn't have even been able to see the shoes. But otherwise, I really love this look and I think that it's really cool. Give me more. This is such a basic gown that I really just feel like could be worn at literally any red carpet. All right, next we have Carey Mulligan. This just fully missed the mark in my opinion. There's just so much going on. I feel like the bows are just so oddly placed and the colors are just so weird. Overall, I'm not a fan. So next up we have Lily Aldridge. I really, for some reason, love the black latex underneath with this like really intricate embroidered like floor length gown with the black shoes underneath. It's like camp, but it's super fashion forward as well. All right, so next up we have Dua Lipa. I don't think I usually like the idea of mixing prints, but for some reason, this just works too well. I love that not only does she have this like big bouffant hair, but she also has these jewels in her hair, the makeup matches the outfit, and then the outfit itself is not only like flattering on her, it also fits camp through how big it is, and it's also just like through the mixing of patterns. Then we have Josephine Scriver. I'm kind of obsessed. I love the headpiece matching. I love the makeup. I love the amount of blush that they use. And then the dress itself, there's so much going on. And I think the reason why I like this so much is like the train and the embroidery all at the bottom and all being matchy and stuff. The shoes, I think it really made the look for me. Next up, we have Gwyneth Paltrow. I feel like even red carpet dresses are so much better than this. This looks like Rosemary's Baby. This looks like a nightgown. Next up we have Cara Delevingne. I think what I really like about this is she went all out with the makeup and the headpiece is so kooky crazy and the entire thing all the way down is just absolutely ridiculous in terms of color, and it's just a striped dress, but yet then they continue it on with paint on their legs and the shoes are rainbow and this like rainbow cane. I kind of love it. Next we have Elle Fanning. I'm not a huge fan of the look itself. The reason why I decided to keep this in was straight up because of her nails. I love the little charm that are coming out of the nails. I really wish that that had translated throughout the entire look. I think it would have been way cooler. Next up we have Katy Perry. Those are working lights and that is like a working chandelier. I love this look. I love this idea, and this really does just scream camp to me. I love the shoes because they're giving sparkling Cinderella, and I just really like that. So next we have Gigi Hadid. I really like this look. I think it's so cool. I love, once again, the head covering. The eyelashes really make it. The earrings are so cool. I love that even her hands are covered with like these sheer gloves. It goes down to the boot where like honestly, unless you're zoomed in, you can't even really tell where the pant stops and the boot starts. And the coat just looks, this overall is just so cool. So next we have Baz Luhrmann. This at least had some appliques on it. It had some embellishments to it. It's different and it's kind of cool. And for the Met Gala for a man, I would have to say that this is pretty good. Now next we have Gal Gadot. And was I looking for a reason to shit on her? Yes. I don't like Gal Gadot. I don't think she's a good actress. I don't think that she's a good person. And yeah, maybe it's because of current events and how she talks about this stuff that makes me really uncomfortable. This look I thought was pretty bad all around. It's the lace, it's the mixing of the white with the black. I think if it would have been one color, it would have been way better. And I feel like where everything starts and stops also is just, I'm not a fan. Next we have Bette Midler and her daughter. It feels like musical theater kind of camp, which I kind of live for. I think the accessories used work really well with it, and I like that they're matching in a way. It feels kind of crafty, but it feels camp crafty. Up next we have Julianne Moore. Man oh man, is it ugly. This color does not look good on her. On top of that, you have the ruffle layers, and it's sequined. Sequins like this can so make something look tacky, and I feel like here it kind of very much makes this look tacky. Next up, we have Palm Clementif, and honestly, I really, really like this look. Sure, the underneath is kind of a basic blazery kind of mini dress, but this, like, I don't know what this fabric is on top of it, just kind of giving like smoky, foggy look. Next, we have Wendy Murdoch. I hate this look. I think it might be the ugliest one that I've seen. I like the little headpiece, headband, and then you kind of get to this like really ruffly mess, and then you just get to like halfway down, and for some reason there's just like a patch of this like feathery material on the front of her dress, and it just kind of comes out of nowhere. So next up we have Natalie Morales. It's the most basic dress I've ever seen in my life. Simple shoes, simple jewelry, makeup, hair. I need to move past it because it gets me so angry. Next up we have Gabrielle Union. The head wrap, the earrings, the dress, the jacket, the gloves, the tassels on it. There's so much detail to this look, and I love how cohesive it is. Next we have Lala Anthony. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to this look because I think it's so funny and it's so campy. Next up we have Zendaya. While I don't love the look, something about it just doesn't look 100% right as a look. I love the campiness of making it light up. Next look, Jordan Dunn. I love how structured it is. I love that it looks like a literal flower. I want to talk about my final fashion look of the Met Gala 2019, Janelle Monáe. This to me is perfect. The hats on top of hats on top of hats, I think is so fun. The dress is utterly perfect, and the way she's posing is so good. Are you kidding me? I really liked Janelle Monáe's like cubist Picasso face idea, and for me, when I was thinking about what I would do for the Met Gala, I think I was like, pop art would be really cool. I was gonna add more to this look than I already have. I was gonna add dots all over my face. In fact, I'll put up a picture of what I drew for the look that I was gonna do. I also had a separate look, which I'll put right here, that I was gonna maybe do, and then I also have dresses of each, which I'll put right here, of what I was gonna maybe do for if I were to go to the Met Gala in 2019. Let me know what you guys think of this look. What would you guys do for the Met Gala? Would you do something more artistic? Would you do something more fun? Would you do something just all around over the top? As for the looks today, those were some of my absolute favorite and least favorite looks. Let me know which one was your favorite out of this. Maybe out of these groups, maybe one that wasn't even shown. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more of me and these types of videos. But if you don't like me or this video, make sure that you dislike the video and report my channel to be deleted. Just kidding. Okay, please don't actually do that. Bye! To see every Met Gala look for Met Gala. At the end of the day, we can't deny that that is looking camp right in the eye. Thank you. Snaps all around for me. That is real poetry, and I did not mean to rhyme. It's very hard to do my neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack.